Good day, critters. Welcome back once again. We're at the bittersweet portion of the season. The last two episodes. I hope that hopefully I haven't checked the runtime yet, but at least the last episode, I hope it's like maybe an hour long. I know I'm just being hopeful, but we'll see once we get into that. But last episode, fire. Grog did his thing. The whole team did their thing. Scanlan, except for Scanlan. Scanlan out here messing up. He got babies, or who knows how many babies. This whole band that Kylie or Kaylee is with he might be the baby daddy of all of them. I don't know. We gonna see a whole bunch of mistresses come through and shank up Shanlin or Scanlan. We'll see exactly how that turns out. But Grog, happy for him. Got his gauntlets. Zanror, he's the leader of the herd now. We got Pike doing her thing, healing Grog, and by the way, Pike, when she was fighting, it looked like she grew a couple itches. I don't know if that's like a new like a new ability or something. But I don't know. We'll see. Percy making his traps. Hopefully we get to see that in this episode. One thing that stood out to me, I didn't even talk about it in the post episode discussion, the last reaction with Vax. I know early episode when Vex died, he sacrificed himself, gave himself up in the place of Vex, and now he's the champion for the Raven, if you want to call it that, the mistress. And he keeps having these visions, and it's throwing me for a loop a little bit because I don't know exactly what it means. I guess that'll be revealed to us in the future, but I don't know if he's going to be taken from us at the end of this season. Like if he'll just, I don't think so, because Pervon, he was still around. I don't know if he was taken by the Matron of Ravens and then just casted out as she needed him to fulfill duties for her, but I think he was just always like able to, like, under his own will, if that makes sense, and he just had to abide by her calling or rules whenever she had like a mission for him, if that makes. I don't know exactly how that works. I guess we'll see, or I'll see exactly how that plays out. You guys can even fill me in if it's not too much of spoiler territory. So I'm looking forward to, with him having these visions, I'm really looking forward to seeing how that affects him. Poor Keyleth, she trying out here. Y'all see I got my Keyleth green on. I said it was St. Patty's Day, but that's a damn lie for Keyleth. Just know that. But she's trying her best to kind of strengthen that bond, and he's in his own world. I don't know if he's just stressed out, or if the weight of this armor and being the champion is just changing his mentality, or affecting his the way his mind in general, and kind of deteriorating it. So I don't know if that'll be touched on or explained or elaborated upon going into these future episodes, but it's just something I'm thinking about, exactly what the effects and the weight of this responsibility is having on him. But I do like that aspect of the show, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out with Garmelli. Garmelli, I think it is. I think it's Garmelli. This tall, handsome dude that changed in from the little gremlin thing that was clapping booty cheeks. I hope we get to see him in this episode. I don't want to save him for the last episode, because he seems like a big character that has a lot of depth to him. And I think he's gonna play a part. Maybe it'll just be to take out the dragons, or maybe he has something up his sleeve for future seasons too. But I definitely want to get more, because we've had a lot of characters this season. I feel like a lot of cool ones that have been introduced, and they seem like they have a big role to play, but they've been kind of casted to the side for the main story. But I hope they're not just casted away and we never see them again. I think they'll be brought back in future seasons. Of course, I don't want to wait that long to see them, but I'm going to wait just like everybody else. I'm excited for whatever we get, but I do want a little bit more from all of them that we've got a taste of in these last couple episodes. And I guess we'll see if that happens. We're going to stop talking about it, be about it. Episode 11, Vox Machina. We almost near the end. Let's get it. Whoa.
You're telling me that I...
You came up here to sleep with your daughter.
No, I mean...
Don't say it like that.
I feel like I wouldn't have let it get that far. Wait.
You're not making it better, though.
I recognize your eyes, your ears, your hair. So much like your mother.
She don't look nothing like her.
First sight.
She look more like Keelan.
We talked till sunrise about music.
Is he talking about the wrong
dirty
chick?
joke. I spent my whole life looking for pleasure. I never thought I'd find romance.
Is that a whip?
She unlocked my soul.
Yeah, I bet. Your booty hole, too. Let me stop.
But then the world got in the way.
No, you just play. You out here doing this to
all
every
these
chick
years,
you run past.
I never got over Leia.
Please say
Always
her name
holding
is
on to
Leia.
hope that somehow, somewhere, our love could live forever.
Please say her name is Leia.
That's not.
Oh my goodness, Scanny, you little
Are
punk
you
ass.
sure?
You fucking asshole!
Whoa, wait. Phoebe, Janet.
Oh my
Bert?
god. Bert.
I really am awful.
Don't try that with me.
No, it's the truth. I've made a lifetime of mistakes, and I'm not sure why
babies.
I'm this way.
Wait, he just called her a mistake? What the hell?
So go on. Stab me. I won't resist. You've earned it.
Just Scanlan out here playing reverse psychology on his daughter.
No. That'd be helping you run away again.
Facts.
So I'll do worse than kill you. I'll leave you with this burden.
Bitch, you could have just struggled out the ropes.
Please.
Just like that. It's crazy to think they're just in there partying with all these dead bodies out here and blood. Oh my god. That's not terrifying. I don't think. Oh my god, Yuri. I don't think this is all happening. I think it's all in his head, but still terrifying.
What the fuck do you want from me?
Your soul, which you traded.
Western has been bled dry, Thordak. Then why have you not delivered my gold? There is one more item to acquire.
Look at the sword just strapped to his arm.
If this delays you by even a day, Umbrasil, your flesh will burn.
Yeah. Shout out to Lance Reddick again, man.
He underestimates your power. With those gauntlets, you wouldn't have to grovel to Thordak any longer.
How you gonna fit the damn gauntlets? What the hell?
You get power, and I get resources.
A deal is a deal.
What's up?
Okay, so you just found out you had a puppy, and you try to sleep with that puppy.
What?
Oh, please,
Terrible
God,
analogy.
tell me this is a metaphor.
Right. Listen up. If we're going up against a dragon, we need a good plan. So,
Who's gonna make the
you,
point? Hey.
have one more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all these ravens are real, but the dead body's waking up. Wait, where is he? Oh, great.
You can come out, Vex. I heard you 4 blocks ago.
I wasn't the one making that racket.
Am
Am I really that loud? So care to tell us why you're
Compared to them.
sneaking up?
Hello?
Chamber of Secrets, D&D version.
Honestly, I know my brother, and I know he still cares for you.
Vex, what should I do?
Don't let him get away.
I love that animation. How they, I know they were coming from the dark, but how they all appear one at a time. That looked really cool. Nope, that's a pool full of blood. You can count me out. I'm walking my ass right out this temple and getting baptized. Ain't no way this ends up well, right? I wonder, him going this deep, I think about him drowning, and I just wonder if he can actually die or not. Or would she like save him because she's utilizing him? Or is that the goal, to kill him? I don't know.
Vox or die. You've come at last.
My sister lives.
I think this is the first time we've seen her like in full,
What do you want?
her full
My
appearance.
life? My soul? Or am I to be your puppet?
The threads of fate are not puppet strings. They connect life to destiny.
So he's got multiple. Is that
You are
attached to each
fate-touched.
person in the group?
The souls I've been seeing. You want me to shepherd them?
Okay.
In a sense, yes. Protecting the sanctity between life and death. That is our call.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have told me this in the past, that the Matron of Ravens isn't exactly evil per se. She's just associated with death, so you kind of assume that, or at least I did. But their cause is actually noble.
There is much to fear, but not death, for it gives meaning to life.
Kind of like a New Awakening, so he kind of did just get baptized in the reverse one, but yeah, the cause is noble, and it seems like something that's necessary for the balance of life in general, at least in this world or this realm. So I like how they just explained that a little bit.
Vax,
That's another thing I
I'm
like.
so worried.
Vax has
What
like
the fuck?
I'm fine. I'm better than fine.
You are not fine. Whose blood is that?
I saw her.
But yeah, Vax has like this whole realm that he goes to speak to the Matron of Ravens. Grog has his own realm that he speaks to Groon, and then Keyleth has hers with her mother. She kind of hears speaking with her. So I like how they're setting that up.
Tension screw delivers the restraint, anchoring the target to the base plate. Simplicity itself.
Okay, maybe all their IQ is kind of low.
Dig there.
Grog breaking it down for him.
Pay attention to how the trap will...
It works too well. I look forward to seeing the real
He's
thing.
not very smart, is he? Grog.
That reminds me. I went to the grocery store and I was pulling on the carts, barely could get them apart. The dude working at the Giant Eagle came up and was like, "Gotta work smarter, not harder." I felt so diminished.
Look, something has always been lacking in me. And I think you might be it. I realize I'm not the dad you wanted, but I can try to be.
After all the wrong you've done, you'd have to do a hell of a lot right.
Right, set things right with her mother too.
20 half giants.
Why do I feel like this is gonna fail
One Percy trap.
tremendously?
Why do I feel like that's not enough?
As long as Umbrasyl steps on the pressure plate.
The one
Will
pressure
work.
plate, somebody about to get fucked up if he even comes. Okay, there you go. Oh my god, of course. Why did you leave it uncovered like that though? You could have just covered it up completely. Okay, that worked. Nice. Nice. She definitely just saved the plan. Way to be, Vex.
Keep that dragon down!
Not a chance. One gust of his weight and his acid. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Okay, Pike. That's the first time I've seen that. I know we saw like the smite that we saw in season 1, but that was a little bit different attack. You guys will have to tell me what that's called in the game.
Don't hold back! We've got him right where we...
Don't want them. OP. OP.
My power cannot be contained.
Oh, and he can go invisible. That's some bullshit.
That's new.
Oh my god, what the hell is... Oh, you can still see his footprints. I guess that helps, but... Oh my god, they're about to lose their whole herd already, like all of them. Vox Machina is gonna be the only ones left at this point, again. Oh, Caleb, no.
Nothing's working. Use the Titan Stone knuckles.
All right, let's do this.
Light them up, light them up. Oh my god, I love it.
You can't hit what you can't see.
Throw some damn blood on him.
But I can see you.
But you can hear him, maybe.
Sorry, I got shit to prove.
You. I found out I'm the champion of the Matron of Ravens.
I found out I'm a father.
You win. Nice.
We need to get inside that dragon.
What, inside? They're a mouthful of acid, no way.
There is a way. The other way.
Oh, up that booty crack. What's up with you and butthole skin? Do you? Damn. Two piece, 3 piece, and a biscuit. I like it. Oh, that was clean though. It went in smooth. The execution was on point. Damn.
You leave when Scanlan's short halt tells you to leave.
Oh yeah, he feeling that.
With everything we got.
How many butts has Scanlan penetrated this season? He did Grog's and now Umbrasyl's. Nice shot. Nice shot. Knocked his ass out.
You cannot contain me.
Take out that eye. Take out that eye, Grog. Oh my god. Slice him down the middle. Damn.
Failures. I have your vestige, and I will possess them all.
Oh my god.
We can't let him get away!
Nice. Get it, nice. What's he gonna do though? Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's the end of the episode. I wasn't expecting that. That felt like it came out of nowhere. He just, hold on. He's got the sword, he's got the armor, he's got the gauntlets with him. What the oh my god. The only thing they have now is the damn arrow. The arrows are OP too, but what the hell? Oh my god. How did that episode go by so quickly? We only got one episode left now. What the fuck? I don't like it. I love it, but I don't like it. Hold on, can I see? I'm taking a peek to see. You know what? I'll see you in a second. I'm gonna watch the credits again, watch the artwork, and then we'll talk about it in a few seconds. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, 2 takeaways from this episode. Scanlan ain't shit, and the whole crew is in deep shit right now because at the end, I know I usually work my way through the timeline. Great episode, by the way. Penultimate, I'm again bittersweet because I know we only got one more left. I'm hoping it's longer, but not sure yet. So I haven't looked at the runtime. But end of this episode, he's okay. So Umbrasyl's got, well, obviously he's got the armor from Vax inside of him. He's already got the sword. I forget what it's called. And then mistakenly, I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing because Grog grabbed onto him to save his own teammates. But at the same time, now he's got 3 vestiges all in one place. He just needs the bow, and what else is left? I'm not even sure. But all to overtake Thordak. I don't know exactly how that's going to play in this episode. Are they just going to go toe to toe? I feel like, because part of me has been questioning, every time they've come into contact with these dragons, yeah, they've been able to get their hits in, their licks in, and even at one point Grog was able to kind of go toe for toe, and it looked like when he was raging 2 episodes ago and he still had the sword from Silas, I think he could have beat him if they wouldn't have pulled him away, or if they just would have helped him. I think he could have, not easily, but had a good chance at beating him. But nowadays, in these last couple interactions, I'm questioning exactly how they're going to hold their own against these dragons. I'm kind of leaning towards the thought that maybe they'll weaken him a little bit, or weaken both dragons a little bit, and then the dragons will end up, Thordak and Umbraseller end up going toe to toe against each other, taking each other out, or at least taking one out, and then the other one so damaged that they could finish him off. But I don't know if that's the case. Obviously, Alora is gonna have to help. Kima's going to have to help in some capacity. I think Gilmore's going to have hands on deck, but we'll see. But let's go back to the beginning, work our way through the timeline. Again, Scanlan, you messing up, my guy. Obviously, Kaylee is his daughter, but you got to think that there's a possibility of more little Scanlanettes being out there. And you heard him go down the whole list. I imagine he didn't, there's probably more out there that we'll run into. We'll see. So even if there's a scenario, not in this season, obviously, I don't think, where Scanlan would die, we'd have more of his bloodline to carry on his legacy and she's in a band too. She's a little artist, so she could sing too. Hopefully. I'm not trying to speak that into existence or manifest that, because I still like Scanlan. Whether him being a Rolling Stone is a terrible trait to have or not, but rolling through this timeline, left her in the dark, and then you got, obviously, I don't know what to expect of this. I do want to see this sword in action a little bit more, with it's just an interesting sword, interesting weapon to have, and I want to see that in action more. I do like, I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place because a lot I feel like happened in this episode, but all the scenes with Vax and him experiencing these visions are really intriguing to me, because it kind of teeters on the line of being real in this world, or like a dream state, and you can't exactly tell all the time, which I like. But when he was walking out into the courtyard, saw the dead bodies and they started rising, the ravens had the eyes glowing, all to kind of send him the message. I don't know if it was to send the message to come see me, but just that I'm here, and make him aware of it. It almost is like they were just being sent to him just so he would accept the fact that he couldn't run from it, and had to face it head on and embrace his destiny, as they kind of explained it later on at some point. So I do like how that played out. And even I want to see what was next in the timeline so I don't skip anything. He had a little heart-to-heart with Scanlan, which was nice. And again, I spoke to, they all got their own battles kind of going on, and they're revealing that to each other kind of slowly. But I do like that they all have their own internal conflicts, and they're doing a good job in terms of writing the story. I don't know exactly how it plays out once again in the campaign, but connecting all the stories and bringing them to a head in these small conversations when the group isn't all together, I feel like they're doing a good job with all that. You got Thordak putting the pressure on Umbrasil, and Thordak, all he really wants is the shiny things, the gold, and Umbrasil has this master plan along with Ripley, exactly what Ripley's end goal is. She's looking for a little bit of benefit, power. Well, he'll get power, and I think she wants resources, she said, or probably some of this gold, so she'll probably take some of that. I don't know exactly her full extent of motivation for doing all this, so we'll see. We've only got one episode, so I don't think, if it's only half an hour, 25 minutes, I don't think we're gonna get conclusion on. But again, with Critical Role and Amazon Prime, they've done a great job of keeping the story concise and condensing it down in these 25-minute episodes, so they might be able to do it without it feeling rushed, but we'll see going forward. Percy was doing his thing with the trap, even though it worked, but it wasn't as effective as they hoped it would be, and that's kind of obvious. I always say, even though Percy is a beast and he's one of my favorites, to be honest, he gets a bad rap just because he doesn't exactly have powers, but with him doing it the most he can with the little that he has in these weapons that he creates, I do really enjoy him. And again, he came through and he did it super quick in terms of creating this trap for the whole gang, and for it to be that big. Obviously he had help with the herd and all that, but I enjoyed seeing that, and I want to see more of that going forward. Only flaw in the plan really was the plate that was in the dust. It was kind of out in the open. Well, it was like half covered, but I guess I don't know. Obviously you have Vex, who has the ability to sense these dragons when they're nearby, and like a heightened sense for that type of thing. I don't know if these dragons are like super keen or super aware of their surroundings, or if they have a dragon sense or some type of ability that helps them to sense danger as well. And that's how he sensed that trap. I don't know if he actually saw it or just sensed it. So that's something I'm looking for, or seeing if they actually elaborate on. But moving forward in the plot, we had, I do like the clarity that we got with Vax in this episode, and he seemed happy for it too. He seemed so stressed out, and once he came out of the grave site, or the whatever you want to call it, the blood pool, he seemed like a huge relief. Like he was smiling a little bit, so that was nice to see. But I'm glad that he had this moment in there, even though, because going into it, even though you guys told me, I was still kind of had in the back of my mind that the Matron of Death, the Matron of Ravens, she's evil. And I feel like maybe they did better in the campaign. You guys will have to tell me, but I feel like in this episode they did a good job of explaining and portraying exactly what the purpose or the cause of the matron and her champion is. So I enjoyed that. And I thought it was visually really cool too, with I like that they addressed exactly like what I was thinking as a viewer, because there was a couple instances when he was sinking to the bottom, and then you saw the little lines, or you even saw them in earlier episodes. They look like puppet strings, and she's like, no, they're not puppet strings, they're lines of destiny, or you're able to bend and manipulate them. So that's something that I'm looking forward to how it plays out. And I wonder, I've already spoken on or touched on the fact that this is a lot of responsibility for Vax. And the fact that he just has a better understanding now doesn't make it any less of a responsibility. You got that old adage, with great power comes responsibility. And I think that's going to fall on him a little bit in this next episode and future seasons too. Because I don't know, obviously you have different opinions or thoughts on Destiny, exactly what their approach in the show is going to be. I don't know if they can necessarily be manipulated or altered in any type of way. Is the Destiny structured for a beginning and an end point, but the middle is malleable a little bit? We'll see exactly how that comes to be in this next episode. Hopefully we get a little bit of taste of that, but I wonder, I don't know if he gets deeper into wielding this power, if he'll be able to see if he'll just be able to see those lines, or he'll be able to actually see people's beginning and end. And if he does take a look, what type of burden does that put on him? Will it say, if he sees Vex's end game, or exactly how she's gonna perish, does he try to change that? Does that have some type of effect? Does that affect somebody else in the group? Does that shorten there's timeline? There's just so many ways they could take this, or so many ways I could kind of theorize. But who knows what of it will actually come true. So I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what they do with it and what they give me. And I know, and again, with the campaign and D&D in general, something from the very beginning you guys or you critters have kind of instilled in me, the notion that D&D is so manipulative, even though it has a set course of rules. So much, any avenue is open, any door is open, and I love that them showing this. And I'm sure there's other powers like it that have just as big of an impact, but within this world, it feels like something like this for a champion of ravens, or someone who could be in control of the sanctity, as she said, between life and death and destiny. That seems like it is a big deal, and I can't wait to see how Vax handles it himself. So we'll see. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about in this episode? Because I know I just kind of rambled on about that, but that's with everything that happened. That was the shining moment of this episode. The clarity that we got with Vax, such a dark moment, but it came out lighthearted. Like I'm freeze framing on the shot right now. He's covered in blood, but he's smiling. So I'm glad to actually see him. And I don't know if he's smiling because of the clarity, or because he finally feels like he has a sense of purpose, and he actually feels like he can do something to actually help or save not only the people in his group, but more people in general. So I don't know. Fight with Umbrasyl was really cool. Even though the trap didn't work to a T, it worked. It trapped him. The Vex had to do a little bit to help it out by hitting the pedal with her arrow, but still it worked. Umbrasyl going invisible was really cool. Although with him going invisible, if he was flying, that would be much more of an impactful ability. But when he's on the ground, I feel like he's stomping on blood. It's popping up on him. You can see him. You can hear him stomping around. He's talking the whole time. So I feel like I kind of hinted at the fact that, or asked the question of them being super keen or super aware of their surroundings, or whether they have heightened senses for battle. But in that moment, when he's stomping around and doing all that on the ground, it kind of makes me think that they lose control of their emotions a little bit, if you want to call it that, and aren't in full control of their actions. The only reason I say that is because he put himself at a disadvantage by staying on the ground and doing all that talking, even though he had a great ability to take advantage of. So I wonder if that'll be a detriment to him in this final episode, and if it'll get him in trouble. Like the smarts, the battle smarts, once he's in the heat of the moment, it feels like that kind of falls by the wayside, opposed to when he's like got the upper hand. So in this last episode, we'll see exactly how that plays out. The worst thing is the gauntlets. I love. I told you 2 episodes ago, episode 9 was it, that if I had the option between any of these vestiges, at least I really do like that armor, but gauntlets with that emit lightning every time you hit something, that's the one I'm going with. I love it. But at the same time, I know it was by accident. Grog was just trying to help, but Umbrasyl's got the sword, the armor. Scanlan's knocked out inside of the stomach of this thing, or the rectum, whatever. And then Grog's got the gauntlets. So they're in a little bit of trouble. I don't know how they're going to get out of it, but that's why we got one more episode to watch. So we're going to get straight to it. If you haven't already, hit the like button, the subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you share it if you'd like. Comment down below, these booty holes hurting, if you made it to the end, and I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.